Okay, so on this video, we'll cover the actual workflow of the system. Okay, so if a dispatch, if you're not under a load, this workflow button will be grayed out. Okay, when your dispatcher sends you a load, you'll see it's colorful. So now we're under a load, right? The first thing you're going to want to do is click on the messaging button. And you will actually see a couple different messages as far as the load assignment and the fuel level update, right? It's typically like 3 or 4 messages. First one you'll want to find is this fuel level update, okay? And this you'll want to reply to it, okay? And this will ask you to enter in your fuel level. So just pretty standard. 2 is 1/4 of a tank, 4 is a half tank, 6 is 3/4 of a tank, and 8 is a full tank. And then when you put in where you're at and send that, you will get another message that will come through that will tell you where you need to go for your fuel routing. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to do whenever you get sent over a load. Okay, so once we've done that, I can go back out and then click into my actual workflow, and it's giving me my load here. Okay, so I want to press on it, and then I can actually start it. I can press the trip button if I want to see the details, or I can actually, once I click on it, start it. I think it's accepting my touch. Okay, so now that we've started the load and we go back in, now you'll see all the info for it, right? So when we get to our first stop here, we can click our arrive button. And then when we click our arrive, it will ask us to enter in some information here. Like it's going to want to know how many pallets we have.
Now, if you do what Todd's doing now and trying to click and type, what you need to make sure is this is the pickup info. Click on reply. Then they will highlight, and you just enter in the information that it's asking. How many pallets, what the weight is, trailer number, all that good stuff. You enter in that information as it's asking.
So again, as you can see, you're going to want to touch on the blank on the space there, and then it will pop up the keyboard, and you can just enter in all your info. Obviously, we're just going to enter in some random stuff, but please don't enter in random stuff. Like, this is important information that you need to make sure it's accurate. So don't hurry through and just put in random info. Make sure this is as accurate as possible. It's going to ask you, is the pickup late? So we're going to say no. So now we've given it the info that it's needing, so we're going to send it off. Did I miss one?
No, go back down.
Okay.
Next stop. This is another thing. If you are accurate with this information, so as you can see here, hold on, it's asking your next stop ETA, time and date. So as accurate as you can give that information, that allows your dispatcher to be more accurate with pre-planning. So if you give him or her accurate information in this field, it will automatically send them in that information, letting them know, hey, he's on this time. Now I know what's coming up next. So be as accurate as you can. Of course, you know, things happen, traffic, accidents, all that kind of stuff, but be as accurate as you possibly can. And then it will ask you if you want to send it now or later. You have the option, but I don't know why you would ever want to send it later, but just click now for now.
So yeah, on that, about what Colleen was saying, it is super important to be accurate with the ETA, because that could literally cost you a load, right? Like, you could be waiting for your next load for 3 hours instead of having a pre-plan that would just keep you moving, cost you miles and money, because instead of taking a few extra minutes to make sure that was right, you just clicked on whatever to get through it. So it's really important to make sure that's accurate. Okay, so we did our arrival. We can go back into the workflow. Now it's going to say, are we departing? Okay, so we're departing, and then we are driving to our next location. We get there, we can go back into the workflow. We can click on it again. It'll give us the arrive option.
You go through the same process, click
same
reply.
Process. Is the drop late? Nope. Did you drop the trailer? Yes or no? Any damage? Yes or no? And send it. And then I'm just clicking this arrow at the bottom to get back out to the home screen, by the way. Okay, and so then we can go back into workflow when we're ready to leave, click on there and depart. Okay, so we'll drive down the road to our next location. Click on it. Again, it's the same process. We're clicking arrive. We're clicking reply. Maybe it wasn't accepted.
No.
Cancel. Is the drop late? Yes or no? Did you drop the trailer? We can say yes just so you can see that. Then it'll ask if you're a bobtail. Ask if the trailer's sealed, so I just wanted to say yes so you could see here the options on that. So it's going to make you fill out some more information.
So again, just make sure that you're putting in all the accurate information. We're using this for training purposes.
Okay.
No.
All right, then the arrow again to get back to the home screen, go into the workflow, last stop, departing.
Now the good thing about PeopleNet is once you've departed from your last stop, it will then send an email to your dispatcher letting them know you have no more planned loads. You will also get an email in your messaging tab as well saying the same thing, that you have no planned loads. And as you can see now, the workflow is grayed out and you can no longer click on it, so you are no longer under dispatch, but now you can see that message. Now you have no planned loads. So that's the workflow.